Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about one of the most puzzling cases of the 21st century, one that has come to be known as the first missing persons mystery of the social media era, the disappearance of Maura Murray. Maura was a 21-year-old nursing student at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, who vanished without a trace after a car accident in rural New Hampshire on February 9, 2004. Her case has sparked countless theories, investigations, and media attention over the years, but no one knows for sure what really happened to her, haunting her family, friends, and thousands of online sleuths. In this video, I'm going to give you a brief overview of the facts, the timeline, and some of the main hypotheses that has been proposed by various experts and armchair detectives. Before we dive into the details of this case, I want to give a quick disclaimer that this video is not meant to disrespect or exploit Maura or anyone involved in finding her. I'm simply sharing the facts and theories that are publicly available, and I encourage you to do your own research and form your own opinions. Also, if you enjoy true crime videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Maura Murray was born on May 4th, 1982, in Hanson, Massachusetts. She was the fourth child of Fred and Lori Murray and had three older siblings, Fred Jr., Kathleen, and Julie. She also had a younger brother named Curtis. She graduated from Whitman-Hanson Regional High School in 2000 as an honor student and a star runner. She then enrolled at West Point, following in the steps of her older sister, Julie. On the surface, it seemed like Maura had a normal and happy life. She was bright, athletic, and outgoing girl who excelled at school and sports, with a loving family and boyfriend. However, behind the scenes, she was struggling with some personal issues. After only a year and a half at West Point, there was an incident which she stole nail polish from Fort Knox. Due to how well she did up to this point, they allowed her to resign from the academy on her own, dropping any charges and expulsion. She then transferred to UMass Amherst to pursue a career in nursing like her mother. Later, she had been caught up using stolen credit cards to order pizza and was facing possible legal consequences that would stick. But the judge decided to give her another chance, telling her if she could stay out of trouble for 90 days, it would be removed from her record. On February 5th, 2004, Maura spoke to her older sister, Kathleen, on the phone while she was working at her campus security job. Kathleen had recently been discharged from a rehab for alcohol addiction and was having a hard time coping with her situation. She told Maura that she had a fight with her fiancé and that he drove her to the liquor store. Maura was so upset by this that she broke down in tears and was nearly in a state of shock. Her supervisor noticed her distress and relieved her from her shift. On February 7th, Maura's father, Fred, arrived at UMass Amherst. He was claimed to have been there to help her buy a new vehicle. Maura's old vehicle, a 1996 Saturn sedan, was supposedly in poor condition and had trouble starting. Fred told investigators that he took out over $4,000 to help her buy a new vehicle. But their search that day was unsuccessful, and by the late afternoon, he stated they went to dinner with one of Maura's friends. Later in the evening, Maura decided to go to a dorm party. She dropped her father off at a local motel and she borrowed his Toyota Corolla. At 3:30 a.m., she was involved in a car accident. A police officer arrived at the scene shortly after and found her uninjured. Oddly, she didn't receive any citation or field sobriety test. It was discovered that the damage to Fred's vehicle was over $9,000. She was taken to Fred's motel to sleep. Around 10:30 in the morning, Fred noticed the damage and people claimed he was angry and they got in a heated discussion. He got a rental car and took her back to her dorm. On February 9th, 2004, Maura was looking up rentals in Berkshire, Lancaster, and Burlington, Vermont. Maura packed her car with some clothes, toiletries, textbooks, and alcohol. She also emailed her professors and work supervisors that she would be taking a week off due to a death in the family. However, her family has stated that was not true. At a little after 3 p.m., she stopped at the ATM, withdrew $280 from her bank account. She also bought some gas and went to a liquor store. She left Amherst around 3:30 and headed north on Interstate 91. Hours later, a little after 7 p.m., she crashed her car into a snowbank on Route 112 near Haverhill, New Hampshire. A passing bus driver named Butch Atwood saw the accident and stopped to offer help. He said that Maura appeared shaken and cold, but not injured. And then she asked him not to call the police, saying she had already called AAA. This was another lie. There was no record of such a call. Even if she wanted to, there was virtually no cell reception in this area. Atwood said he would call right away when he got home, so he left Maura alone in the car and drove off. When he got home around 7:43, he called 911 and reported the accident. He said he could see Maura's car from his window, but he didn't see anyone around it. The first police officer arrived at the scene at 7:46. By then, Maura was already gone. There was no sign of a struggle or foul play near the car, but there were some clues that suggested that she had left in a hurry. The car was locked and the keys were missing. Her vehicle had visible signs of a crash, too. With a cracked windshield, deployed airbags, inside the car, there were some personal items, such as Maura's driver's license, credit card, cell phone, coat, and gloves, and a makeup bag. There were also a few items that were missing or unaccounted for, such as Maura's backpack, laptop, computer, cell phone charger, debit cards, favorite stuffed animal, and alcohol she had bought earlier. The police also found a printed email in the car that indicated that Maura had recently had trouble with her boyfriend, Billy Roch. The police searched the area around the car with tracking and cadaver dogs, as well as helicopters equipped with thermal imaging. But they found no trace of Maura or her footsteps in the snow. They also contacted Maura's family and friends to see if they knew where she was or why she would have left Amherst. Over the years, many theories have emerged about what happened to Maura. There are those that believe she was abducted by a stranger or someone she knew. Others think she wandered into the woods and died of exposure or self-harm. One witness from that night said that they saw a police SUV with the number 001 at the scene minutes before the department stated they arrived, inciting speculation that the local police covered up something sinister. Moreover, there are those who have leaned into the idea that she planned this whole thing as a means to run away and start a new life. This could make sense given how she seemed to be on a downward spiral. These and many other theories can be found on numerous websites, podcasts, documentaries, and books dedicated to finding out the truth about Maura's disappearance. Some people have claimed to have seen her and have information about her whereabouts, but none of these leads have ever been confirmed or verified. Maura's family and friends have never given up hope that she is still alive and will someday come home. They have held vigils, fundraisers, billboards, and awareness campaigns to keep her name and face in the public eye. They have also hired private investigators and consulted with experts to find new clues or evidence. Maura Murray's disappearance remains one of the most intriguing mysteries of our time. There are so many questions that remain unanswered, and so many possibilities that remain unexplored. What do you think happened to Maura? Do you have any theories or opinions? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more true crime content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.